What is happening, everybody? Trey here, and today, reactions to the classics. We got a fun and unique top 10 list today, coming courtesy of our patron and supporter of the channel, Richard. Richard, want to shout you out, man. Always appreciate your support. We got our Ireland list in last month from you, your Irish indie top 10, and I had a great time discovering some groups I never heard of. Today, it's going to be songs with 1 through 10 in the title, a top 10 list of songs with that in the name. So the number 10 is gonna have the 10 in there. 5 will have 5 in there. Yeah, y'all will catch on quick. I got faith in you, and so I'm excited to do that today. Got some really great groups in here, groups that I already know and love, and some that I'm looking forward to hearing for the first time. So let's just kind of dive into this. But before we do, if you like this, be sure to give it a thumbs up, hit that big red subscribe button. If you'd like to support the channel in any way, you can check out our Patreon page down below. We can hook you up with the song reaction, top 10 list, album review, whatever float your boat there. And be sure to follow us on Twitch and Facebook as well. Love to link up with music lovers from all over the world. But all that to say, man, let's just get diving into this, and we're going to start it off big time with the Stone Roses track 10 Story Love Song. Richard noted this is off their second coming album. The second single went to number 11. Of all the songs off the second album, I think it's the most similar to their first offering. This was written by guitarist John Squire, who we did, my dad and I did a full album reaction to the Stone Roses debut record, and what an absolute just tremendous record from start to finish that is. And John Squire in particular stood out to me as just a guitarist that I really resonate with and enjoy. In 2009, the British writer Richard Mill Award named his second novel after this song. I don't know who that is, but I'm not a very well-read man, so I'm sure some of you all in England know that. But as always, I'm going to have the lyrics pulled up for all these tracks. Y'all going to listen, enjoy, and then give my thoughts afterwards. And due to copyright, music won't be in the YouTube video, but if you want to see the full video with the music, you can check out the link down below. Take you to another site there. But anyways, thanks again, Richard. Let's get this list cracking with some Stone Roses. 10 Story Love Song, man. I'm getting hyped to listen to this record now, as that build up kind of at the end was transitioning to whatever the next track was. Wow, man, really strong chorus. I think that's the thing that really stood out to me, and just kind of Stone Roses getting a bit vulnerable here with a love song that you just can kind of put yourself in that situation when your questions go unanswered and the science is killing you. Take my hand, baby, I'm your man. I got loving enough for two. Oh. You can just feel the passion that this bloke has, and how much he wants to be with her, and just how much he's in love with her. And then that's where we get the chorus. 10 Story Love Song, I built this thing for you. Who can take you higher than Twin Peak Mountain Blue? Oh well, I built this thing for you, and I love you true. It seems like there's that purity in there, that innocence. There's something there that's kind of blocking them from seeing each other. He notes later on, and he notes that someday, don't know where or when, you're going to wake up and see the light. So who knows? Maybe she's not kind of reciprocating those feelings, but hopefully the 10 Story Love Song. I mean, how could some gal hear this and then not want to change her tune? Squire, man, really a cool little fade in that he did there. Nice. We didn't really have a solo per se, but great work in the last minute and a half or so as well. Just that sound that's very welcoming to my ears, and that mix between rock and Britpop, a little indie flair in there as well. So Stone Roses, man, always down to hear what they have. And now we're gonna go to number 9, which thankfully Richard didn't put Revolution 9 by the Beatles. We have 9 Crimes by Damien Rice, a gentleman who appeared on Richard's list last month on the Irish indie list. This was from, I like this as well, the record is called 9. So Damien Rice, he's got all bases covered here for 9 Crimes from the record 9 in 2006, lead single. And this song has additional vocals from Lisa Hannigan, as do the rest of the songs on the record. So let's see what Damien has in store for us. Wow, Damien Rice and Lisa Lisa Hannigan coming in with 9 Crimes. I see also this is the opener to the record. So what a powerful way to open up your album here. I see as well it's been featured in shows and movies such as Grey's Anatomy, True Blood, Shrek, and This Is Us. And yeah, just the way the music starts with the piano, you know, you're gonna be in a kind of a more somber type of atmosphere here. The strings came up towards the end whenever Lisa and Damien were singing together, harmonizing, which was just beautiful. And then that subject matter, man, just hit you like a ton of bricks. She notes at the start, "Leave me out with the waste. This is not what I do. It's the wrong kind of place to be thinking of you." She notes, "It's the wrong time for somebody new. It's a small crime, and I got no excuse." So, to me, that just screams, she went and she cheated, and dealing with the after effects of that for herself and how that's going to impact her relationship. And that concept of "give my gun away when it's loaded," that's all right. Yeah, just the way that question she was able to phrase that, man. She kind of knows deep down, like, oh, that wasn't all right, but I'm hoping you're going to kind of give me some grace and forgiveness here. And then Damien comes in with that male perspective, just then adding just kind of full out saying it's the wrong kind of place to be cheating on you. So kind of really just puts it on the nose in your face there. And then at the end they just are able to have their voices come together. Great track. Damien, man, he's 2 for 2 on Richard's top 10 list so far, man. That one was a special tune. And now we're to 8. We have Driver 8 by the great R.E.M. from Fables of Reconstruction from 1985. Richard notes this was the second single from this album. It didn't chart, but still a good song. Found here at the research. The song refers to the Southern Crescent, a passenger train operated by the Southern Railroad until 1979 and continues today as the Amtrak Crescent. Harmonica was also played to kind of mimic a train whistle. So, like me, some R.E.M. I don't believe I know this tune though. So, Driver 8. Driver 8, R.E.M. coming in here with just a very, this would just scream that classic R.E.M. sound that I at least associate with the group, just with Peter Buck's rip coming in here kind of at that medium-like tempo and pace. And I thought Mike Mills, his bass work, especially in the first half of the strong, gave it a nice foundation of punch, played well with each other. Stipe coming in with a solid vocal delivery, and just kind of building up. I don't know a ton about the whole the whole train and railway station that they're talking about, man. But kind of filling in the blanks as the song was going in, and just that really catchy phrase, "Take a break, Driver 8," and then just flipping that, "Driver 8, take a break. We've been on this shift too long." So I think you can read that just in the short term, like, oh man, we've literally been on this shift too long. I need to take a break. And also, though, maybe it's time to move on, find another place of employment. He says we can reach our destination, but we're still a ways away. Whether that be what he thinks in life, whether that's physically, the train's still, hundreds of miles away from what it's going with. But again, solid job by R.E.M. here, just building a setting. Really kind of was able, especially I saw a tree house on the outskirts of the farm. Power lines have floaters so the airplanes won't get snagged. Again, just kind of thinking of a more small town type of setting, in that the children look up, all they hear is sky blue bells ringing. And then I think we get a little more of the guy's motives here, saying it's a way to put myself to sleep, a way to shield the hated heat, way to put my children to sleep. Maybe he's on this train, man, to just provide for his family. Maybe he doesn't necessarily like it, but he's getting the job done. But I'm probably off on some of that. But that's what I'm getting off of first listen here. And now we're going to go to Echo and the Bunnymen. We did a triple shot of them last year. We have 7 C's from the record Ocean Rain in 1984. Third single reached 16 in the UK. The B-side was a cover of All You Need Is Love. Oh, cool cool little trivia note there. So let's see what Echo and the Bunnymen got for us here. Echo and the Bunnymen with 7 C's here. Just a song that's a bit uplifting, which from the Echo and the Bunnymen stuff, I know it is a little more... I don't know if darker is the right term, but this is, I think, the most pretty and uplifting tracks I've heard from the group. I see on Ocean Rain. It comes right after The Killing Moon, which is one of their better tracks, and quite a bit different in tone to this one. But essentially, man, that the chorus for me was a highlight of this tune. Just the way the music was getting a bit uplifted a little bit with the 7 C's swimming them so well, and you can tell, like, this guy's he's kind of moving on, it seems, and just kind of seizing the day here. Seizing the day. He says, I'm longing for some fresher feeling, belonging or just forever kneeling. Where's the sense in stealing without the grace to be it? He says he's going to burn his bridges, smash his mirrors, turn to see if you're cowardly, burning the witches with mother religious. I like that, the whole witches and then the mother religious thing. Obviously, the history of the Salem witch trials, that makes me think of that, where people would just get falsely accused to be witches, man, and... Again, we get obviously just talking about the 7 C's. That's what the song is called. But also he says, in water games, wash on the rocks below, taught and tamed in time with tear flow. Great alliteration there. Those T's just coming in. I always like to look for how songwriters utilize that, and similes, metaphors, all that good stuff. And all in all, man, just a very pleasant tune here by Echo and the Bunnymen. And now we're already to 6 here. We got 6 Underground from the first group on here that I have not heard at least one song from. We got Sneaker Pimps, I'm digging the name, from their debut record Becoming X from 1996. This went to 15 and also number 9 on re-release in the UK, the top 50 in the US. After the song was used in the film The Saint from 1997, it was re-released to more success. And then the horns and harp melody at the beginning of the song are both sampled from Golden Girl, a track from James Bond film Golden Finger from 1964. So be on the keep your ear peeled for that one here as we get into 6 Underground. 6 Underground by Sneaker Pimps coming in here. Trip hop action. I didn't expect that coming in, but mid-90s UK, I mean, I can definitely see it getting a little bit of a Massive Attack vibes from this track. And she definitely was spitting some nice lines in here, man. Take me down 6 feet underground, the ground beneath your feet. So those are our first lines. You know that this isn't going to be a happy, uplifting song like kind of 7 C's was that we just had. She says, noting, I'm open to falling from grace. That's kind of the refrain that we got here. Obviously, our character here is in a rough spot, man, and it doesn't seem to really care that they are, or they just are resound to the fact that they're gonna continue to be in that position, man. She notes that I can see like nothing else in me. You're better than I want to be. Ooh, okay, nice little line there. Don't think because I understand I care. Don't think because I'm talking we're friends. I also enjoyed that as well. She's noting that, hey, just because I'm present, this or that, don't think that that means anything, I guess, man. She notes, talk me down, safe and sound, too strung up to sleep. Wear me out, scream and shout, swear my time's never cheap. Just somebody that seems to need a hug, man, or something along those lines to break through. My least favorite track up to this point, man, but I'm not the biggest trip hop fan, but in this genre, man, I like this tune for sure, man, especially as it got going on, and I like the guy in the background. That would be what I would be in the studio. I want to keep it simple for me, man. 5 Years Time is next up by another group I haven't had the pleasure of hearing yet. We have Noah and the Whale from the 2008 record Peaceful, The World Lays Me Down. Richard noted this was the band's first top 10 hit in the UK and features backing vocals from Laura Marling, who just had a pretty acclaimed record that released last year in 2020. It's also known as 5 Years Time, Son, Son, Son. So let's see what Noah and the Whale has for us here. Wow, 5 Years Time, Noah and the Whale really impressing me on first time ever listening to them. I just didn't expect it to just be that catchy, that uplifting. The ukulele comes in, that you just kind of get the warmness that they wanted to have, and obviously coming in with the sun, 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 it kind of reflected that. And then halfway through, we finally get the drums that kick in, get a little bit more rocking and propulsive. But I just thought that this was just a beautiful track all the way around. Really enjoyed Laura's voice coming in here as well. It kind of added, whenever you're talking about love and whatnot, I think whenever you can have that male and female perspective coming in, it works well. And just that repetition, again, really catchy, easy to kind of vibe with and remember, with the sun, 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 and then changing it to, but it was fun. Talking, it was fun when we were drinking and laughing, and then we changed it. It'll be love, 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 all through our bodies, minds, and their faces. If everybody's just gonna be happy and having a good time, you need tracks like this to uplift you on some rough days, man. And he says that I like that at the end we kind of turn. He says, maybe all these moments are just in my head. I'll be thinking about them as I'm lying in bed, and all that I believe, it might not even come true, but in my mind I'm having a pretty good time with you. Then he notes, in 5 years time I might not even know this girl anymore, this or that, but hey, maybe she'll prove me wrong. I think that's a great way to look at it in life. And man, Noah and the Whale, really impressing here. Great gem right there, Richard including on this list. And now we're going to go to Super Furry Animals, Something for the Weekend. We actually, I don't know this track, but I do know some Super Furry Animals. We reviewed their record, Rings Around the World, just a couple months ago, actually, and that was a trip of like every genre you could possibly imagine. That was very impressive there. But this is off of their debut record from '96, Fuzzy Logic. Third single went to 18 in the UK. Knowing what they would do later on, you can already see kind of where their style is, where they just switch, even in this 3-minute song, man, from almost genre to genre, kind of kept in that almost indie rock, like psychedelia twinged sound. I can't even put my finger on exactly what I would even describe this as. All I do know, man, I liked it. Definitely, I think interpreting it for myself here as a drug. First time I did it for the hell of it, stuck it on the back of my tongue and then swallowed it. I mean, I think that's pretty straightforward there, and just kind of the effects that the drugs have had on him over his life. You're on my mind every day and every night. Again, a lot of strong choruses we've had on this list. Very catchy, and some nice melodies in here as well, especially in that chorus. Dun, 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 and pretty tight. He knows that you'll never go away because I know you're here to stay for the rest of my mind. Once he's in the drug game, he's in it all in. And we even got a George Foreman shout out here, which I did not expect either. And just a lot of different styles coming in here, switching up, just kind of what I would expect from the Super Furry Animals in there. And it lived up to its name, Something for the Weekend, man. And now we're up to 3, y'all. It's 3 MCs and One DJ by Beastie Boys from their record Hello Nasty in 1998. Features DJ Mixmaster Mike. Went to 21 in the UK. I'm not the biggest Beastie Boys fan, but I really only know their earlier stuff, like Licensed to Ill. I think that's one of the most overrated records ever. But I know we've been brought some of their stuff on the live streams from some of their later work that I enjoy a lot more, and this is later. So I'm looking forward to seeing what Beastie Boys got in store. All right, three MCs and one DJ. I thought it was tight how it started with the phone call, the voicemail there from Mixmaster Mike actually, and he noted saying that I feel like I grew myself to become their DJ. I felt like I had something for them that they were missing in this department. It was a match made in heaven kind of thing. The stars were aligned. That's what he had to say about it. So I thought that was kind of cool and very kind of minimalistic type of beat, or a quiet beat, I guess you could say. It wasn't a bombastic. It was almost a bit, I don't know, muddied to the right term, but I kept waiting for it to hit that next gear or whatnot, or for a beat to really drop or whatnot. But really kept that turntablism going in. I thought that the mix master came in, laid down a great beat for them to go in, and I enjoyed that. I'm still not I think it's the delivery for the Beastie Boys for me, because I wasn't a big fan of the delivery. I like some of their lines. I don't know, maybe it's just because I always feel they're just yelling at me or something. But yeah, this didn't turn my feelings on Beastie Boys. I gotta admit, even though I did like they were coming in. It was cool, kind of playing off, Mike D, MCA, and Ad Rock just playing off each other. Let me spit 4 or 5 bars here and then go to the next guy type of thing. Keeps it fresh. Even if it wasn't my favorite type of delivery. I like the sweet and sour like a tangerine, fresh like a box of Krispy Kreme. Kenny Rogers' Gambler is my gambling theme. I thought that was kind of a funny verse right there. And it's saying, now we getting stupid in your area, causing all kinds of hysteria. My beat is sick like malaria, but don't worry, I'll take care of you. Coming in here, man. It won't be on my favorite tracks or anything, but I am glad that Richard included it here on the list, man. I know there's a lot of Beastie Boys fans, and I'm in the minority there. And now we're going to go to Ryan Adams' track 2 from Easy Tiger 2007. It was a double A-side with the track Halloween Head. So let's see what Ryan Adams has got in store for us. Wow, beautiful track here coming in from Ryan Adams, an artist I'm decently familiar with. We've done a top 10. I just recently, this past week, actually filmed Jacksonville City Nights, a full album reaction to that. And, he's popped up. We got a couple big Ryan Adams fans on our live streams and whatnot, but I've never had the pleasure to hear this. And it was, I think it highlights what Ryan does best. Solid lyricism, playing off of the female voice here as well, just coming in barely, not overpowering. I thought that was tight, and just working with some kind of down home type of instrumentation, man, that just is easy on the ears and really lets you focus in on what he's saying here. Obviously, this guy's down on his luck. He notes, take me back to your place. I'll try not to bother you, I promise. I'm fractured from the fall and I want to go home. But then we get that chorus where they both come in, but it takes 2 when it used to take 1. I thought that was just a simple poetic way to say how much he is kind of broken, and how much assistance and help that he needs these days. He says, well, my money's no good when I'm up to no good. That was a cool one-liner. No good ever comes from it, honest. I got a really good heart. I just can't catch a break. If I could treat you like you'd wanted me to, or if I could, I'd treat you like you wanted me to, I promise. In knowing what happened in Ryan's personal life these past couple years, that you can kind of read back in hindsight, maybe, with some of those lines, and his shortcomings, and how he deals with not catching a break, man, not in the most healthy ways. But yeah, man, really solid tune here, Richard, coming in as our 2 song. And now it's for our 1 song, y'all. Everybody get that drum roll ready. We got One Day Like This from Elbow, and the record The Seldom Seen Kid from 2008. It won the 2009 Novella Award for Best Song, and a couple years later in 2011, NME placed it at 41 on its list of 150 best tracks of the past 15 years. After the 2012 Summer Olympics closing ceremony, it peaked at 4 in the UK, a new high for the song and the band. The chorus has a lyric, "One day like this, a year would see me right," had been in singer Guy Garvey's diary for several years before the song was written. He spoke about it in 2014, saying, quote, "We put the chords behind it and realized it was going to be the hook of all hooks." I was like, what do we think? It was kind of similar to Hey Jude, isn't it? I was like, yeah, and it's also similar to Loaded by Primal Scream, and we like both those songs, don't we? So isn't it just generous to do that? Isn't it a satisfying thing for the listener? And it changed our fortune. So with that built up, I'm very much looking forward to this. Longest song on the list, 6.5 minutes. Let's see if we save the best for last year. And afterwards, y'all, I'll give my favorite tracks to this really good list that Richard put together here. Wow, One Day Like This. I said at the start, y'all, did we save the best for last? Yes, we indeed did. Richard knew how to close this list off right, which is tough because it had to be, a song with one in there. But One Day Like This, Elbow, bringing it in. I knew as soon as the song started and we heard those strings that I was like, okay, my ear's already liking what it's hearing. And then that chorus hits, woo, and it's just so anthemic, man, because holy cow, I love your eyes, and only now I see the light. Just the way the strings hit, the cadence and tempo of them, man, it was just a beautiful track with a beautiful subject matter. This guy, he kind of seems like me, man. He kind of seems like he's not really looking for love, but then it comes by and it hits him, man, heavy like a loaded gun. What made me behave this way? Using words I never say, I can only think it must be love. He says, oh, kiss me like the final meal. Yeah, kiss me like we die tonight. You could just feel the passion and the purity and the love that was in this track. Guy Garvey, shout out to you, man. Really just powerful lyricism, and just that whole concept at the end, the outro, like went 3.5 minutes. It could have went 10 minutes for me, man, as those strings were hitting and the catchy, almost choir-like vocals coming in. Throw those curtains wide. One day like this a year would see me right. This guy only needs one day like this, and then the rest of the year this man's set. That's how you know it's true love, ladies and gentlemen. Elbow, bringing in just a gorgeous tune. Thank you very much, Richard, for suggesting that or putting that song on here, because that one was special, man. That I react to a lot of music on a month-to-month basis, and you don't get too many that boom just hit you like that. So wow, big time tune. And speaking of that, it's time for now my favorite tracks. I of course got to go One Day Like This. We'll bookend that with a 10-Story Love Song by the Stone Roses, which we started out way long ago. And then I got to give a nod to Nine Crimes, actually, by Damien Rice. I thought that that one was a really a powerful freaking song about the cheating, the infidelity. And also gonna give a little honorable mention and shout out to 5 Years Time by Noah and the Whale. I thought that one really surprised me. Very uplifting. Again, had that male-female dual vocals in there, which was really impressive, and just kind of uplifting, man, with the ukulele and all that good stuff. But I didn't even mention Echo and the Bunnymen, R.E.M., which I enjoy, the Ryan Adams tune. A lot of great tunes on this 1 through 10 list. I want to shout out Richard, and be sure to show Richard some love in the comments down below, as well as letting me know some of your favorite number tunes, I guess we could say, down below. And man, really fun list. Until next time, y'all, thanks for watching. Happy listening. And until next time, I will see you.